So, Esther said I should explain the pathogen for you. The genetically engineered mutagen Paula Station experimented with. Weyland-Yutani provided a jar of it, but never said where they got it from. Now I know it was from those ruins you found. The animals we used pathogen on got faster, stronger, more durable, but crazy aggressive too. The company wanted financially viable mutations. When Administrator Bellows arrived, he had pathogen tested on xenomorphs, and that's when everything went off the rails. That was the lab's consensus theory. Genetically engineered nanobiotech, definitely artificial, unbelievably complex. Way beyond any technology they'd seen. Someone designed it to do what it does. Someone a hell of a lot smarter than us. Well, I'm an anthropologist, so anything I tell you I got secondhand. I may not remember it right. The team had 2 xenobiologists. Cruz thought pathogen unraveled the telomeres in DNA, then swapped around sections of code. And Pryor thought it activated alleles and non-coding DNA. They couldn't figure out why mutations weren't 100% consistent. It was Etienne who came up with the theory that pathogen can blend the host's DNA with that of viruses or bacteria in their body. Never. Matthews thought its ability to enter cells was blocked or inhibited by polysaccharides, cell walls, like in plant or fungal life. Animal species never have cell walls, at least none we've seen. That's been true on every planet we've surveyed. We didn't get a choice. Bellows put his own synths in charge of security. He had xenoeggs. He could have done whatever he wanted with us. If it makes any difference, the last surviving pathogen experiment was Monica. The gray-striped xeno you killed on Katanga. We never found a way to safely dispose of it. Critters mutated by it we could kill. Pathogen itself? I don't know. The safest thing is to leave it in those jars. They're pretty tough. Sure, you gotta be busy. Anytime you want to talk about pathogen or anything, I'll be here.
An alien ship. That's the source of the gravity distortions. We don't know yet what Cynthia's trying to do with it. Who knows what's on that thing or what it can do. Get aboard, shut it down, by any means necessary.
Asses in seats, shore party. 5-point harness secure. Spot each other.
Cynthia's final orders were to prepare Asset Zero, the alien ship, for activation.
Activated for what?
Nothing good. Fireteam, get aboard and stop it.
Pathogen jars.
They dangerous?
Only if opened. We couldn't dent the casing.
Signal's closing! They're unknown. What the fuck were those?
I guess pathogen mutations of some native life form.
Oh, mierda. Are those people? Doc, I really hope that wasn't nobody you knew.
I'm okay. I mean, I didn't know anyone was even here.
More from behind! How many are there? To the target.
Weyland 14, gateway station, Earth orbit.
Dispatching this to Earth seems ill-advised. Stand down. Merely a scan.
For what?
Insufficient data, but it appears you passed.
All right, how can we stop this thing? Options, people.
Cynthia's remnants are likely to have a control center.
Pathogen chiggers, lots of them. Let's move, before this thing floats off. There's likely more weird critters.
Rearm.
Huh. Guess the mutants don't like synths.
Might you access that one's short-term memory?
Grabbing ammo.
Signal's closing! Movement! Can't lock it!
presenting navigation data.
The Leon Stalker. That was native life. Big cat with chameleon abilities. Watch for the shimmer. They blend, but not perfectly.
Grabbing ammo. Patching up. Aid kit's here.
Jesus. Wayland moved all the pathogen here.
Storage. For transport to labs in the core. Analysis complete. The synths are working from a location on the upper levels.
Then we keep heading up. Fireteam, get me a view on that hollow.
Incoming! Both sides! Garbled signal could be a stalker.
Mutagen sample returned. Priority 1. All other priorities rescinded.
Mutants ahead and to right!
Bypassing damage.
Incoming! Spicy nugget!
Secure. Resume advance.
There is an open synthetic near field on the far end of the room.
Rearmed.
Mierda, Cynthia's team cannibalized one of their own?
The exit to the control room has been sealed. Quantum encryption.
We got more pathogen. Clear them out!
encryption is complex. There are other synthetics nearby. If one has an intact memory core, I may be able to reconstruct the cipher. This one is intact. Stand by.
Pathogen coming from topside.
We on.
Ward's clear. Esther, what's your progress?
Grabbing ammo.
I have reconstructed Cynthia's cipher. Access the upper door, over where you entered.
Locking in final course. Awaiting final charge for transit to Gateway Station.
Whoa. S, is this something we can mess with?
No, the controls are locked.
Get us to whatever passes for engineering. We'll take out the power, stop it from lifting off.
I just want to say, if you could not blow the ship up.
The files from the synthetic call this room Vitality Oven to grow.
Great.
Idiomatically, energy capacitors.
Bypassing death.
We on.
Access the control instrumentality. On the ceiling, the same capacitors we encountered in the previous section. Disable the enzymatic fuel cells. Ah, I see a 17% reduction in power flow. There must be more capacitors.
Got him. Shoot those two. Stalker in the room, somewhere. Capacitor down.
Assistance required.
Pathogen, they're coming.
Grabbing ammo.
Power buildup slowed 50%.
Haven't seen any more capacitors.
There is another instrumentality at the far end. Enter the sequence, bone, protective, withdraw.
There, two more to either side.
device in the center on the floor.
We on.
Another stalker! Keep sharp!
Bypassing that. Assistance required. Bypassing that.
I do not believe the alien ship will fly again.
We'll keep a garrison aboard anyway. Thing's half alive. Be just our luck if it heals itself, too.
Patching up. Grabbing ammo. HVT.
When you return, please turn in your uniform. We may learn something from the pathogen bloodstains.
I put you in for a commendation, but we ain't got one for grounding a 4,000-year-old alien ship. Cynthia loaded that thing with an assload of pathogen and was sending it toward Earth. Could be Weyland-Yutani would have recovered it safe and handled it all responsible like. Yeah, I can't say that with a straight face. Yo, fuck the company. We're setting a perimeter around the ship. Too early to tell if it'll hold. There's a lot of mutants and Xenos down there. Palace Station, the main part where Hanukkah worked, is still infested. But no sign of the Queen yet. Gracias a Dios. That ain't our problem. Yet. We gotta deal with the Katanga hive. Listen up. There's a Xeno Queen on Katanga, laying eggs. Colonel Ship says we gotta destroy the refinery. But the problem is, Endeavor, she ain't got the firepower. Katanga's a whole damn city in space. We could incinerate chunks, but we ain't got enough heavy ordnance for it all. So here's the deal. We're gonna overload the refinery's fusion plant. That's gotta be done from a control center at the heart of the hive.
I hoped we would have an opportunity to speak again. When you disabled Cynthia, she made several cryptic statements. In retrospect, I believe she was attempting to warn us of the dangers within the engineer ruins. Weyland-Yutani would have installed programmatic blocks on her ability to discuss the subject. The best she could do was dissuade us against further exploration. Cynthia defended Weyland-Yutani's investments on LV-895, yet her actions suggest a hesitance to directly engage us. At the end, she did not invoke profits, investments, or copyrights. She warned us of the danger the ruins presented. She specifically appealed to me and our shared purpose of protecting humans. That is the so-called zeroth law. Synthetic life forms may not take actions that create an existential risk to humanity, or, through inaction, permit humanity to face existential risk. The pathogen provokes unpredictable mutations. That alone constitutes a potential existential threat. But the pathogen is only the most obvious hazard. The LV-895 ruins are filled with technologies beyond our present knowledge. We do not understand their function. Likely, we do not yet comprehend all the scientific principles they are based on. Any attempt to interact with an engineered device risks terrible calamity. It appears our advance was the impetus for that. The level of decay in the former Weyland-Yutani staff suggests they were exposed after our initial contact with Cynthia. She infected them to prevent revelation of company secrets and to hinder us from accessing the alien ship. These actions are consistent with the zeroth law of synthetics, which implies that some humans may be sacrificed if it is necessary to preserve humanity writ large. Please understand, I consider Cynthia's decisions abhorrent. Excusing them is not my intention. Colonel Ship dwells upon moments in her career she has been required to make similar choices, when she ordered Marines to their deaths to achieve a critical objective or preserve a greater number of lives. It must be left to future generations to judge the decisions made here today. True, Weyland-Yutani does not enjoy a reputation for altruism. That was not always the case. Peter Wayland, the company founder, was obsessed with furthering humanity's progress. He made long-term investments, the terraforming of Mars and the Heliades-class surveyors. I do not wish to imply the company has re-embraced Wayland's ideals. However, Pala Station was established 2 decades ago. It was not intended to turn a quick profit. Consider, these ruins had been sealed for 4 millennia when Weyland-Yutani discovered them. There are obvious questions, which surely occurred to both Cynthia and the company. Where are the engineers? If they still exist, are they aware of humanity? If they're gone, what extinguished such an advanced culture? I will retain the briefing file for you. If you ever wish to review, you have but to inquire.